Exit polls from the Greek parliamentary elections indicate a big drop in the vote of the two biggest parties. Europe correspondent Philip Williams joins us now from London. Good morning, Phil. This really was a vote against those tough austerity measures that Greece was introducing.
Yes, it does seem that way, and really quite dramatic results if you think of the two major parties that dominated Greek politics since the 70s. Let's give you some example here. New Democracy. Last election, 33% down to 22%. That's bad, but look at this. PASOK, which is the Socialist Party, down from 44 to maybe as little as 14 or 15%. They're being wiped. They may even come in third. And Syriza, which is a combination of various left-wing parties, may even come second on about 15%. Now, these are very early figures. We've only got about 11 or 12% of the vote counted. But if that carries through, then the current coalition, which is the New Democracy and PASOK together, don't have the numbers. They add up to around about 38%. They need to get to 50%. So they're going to have to come up with some sort of coalition, probably with the left-wing alliance, and they're going to extract a price. And of course, they're anti the austerity measures. They're against what the IMF and what the EU have imposed. That could open up an incredible can of worms in terms of renegotiating possible bailouts. Could be a very, very messy affair. Could throw Greece and then by proxy, the rest of Europe back into crisis just after we'd started to relax and perhaps think that the worst of it was over. So these political results are going to have ramifications far beyond the Greek borders.
And so when are we likely to have some kind of result?
Well, it probably won't be till very late tonight or perhaps early tomorrow morning, counting still continuing. But on these early indications, we're in for a very rough night, especially if you're with one of those major parties. You're going to be counting your losses, not your winnings. Also, perhaps disturbingly for some people, is the rise of the New Dawn Party, which is many people describe as a neo-Nazi party. They've advocated kicking out all immigrants and even laying mines between the border of Greece and Turkey. So some controversial parties getting a toehold there. They may end up with a couple of seats. They won't end up in any sort of controlling situation, but the fact that these extremes are being countenanced gives you some idea of where the Greek voters are. Obviously quite desperate, many of them, in a situation where they've seen the economy go from bad to worse, 5 years of recession, and these austerity measures, which many say give no hope for growth. So they've reached out for radical solutions. And tonight, those parties that have occupied the middle ground are being severely punished.
Phil Williams in London, thank you.